So it's a happy Diwali from Medical East. So we have completed our trip. So long back, so we didn't get chance to complete this immigration process video. So today I'm preparing that one. So hope you guys like it. The process are a little bit simpler, but the cost is huge. That I could say. So for example, so just to take our car, it took us 4,500 per night uh, as an entry fee. SDF is 1,200 per night. As we took our car, so it is mandatory to take a guide. So its cost around, depends on the number of days you took. You go for vacation in Bhutan, so the guide cost would go from 1,500 to 2,000. So for us it was 2,000 because we had a limited number of days. So initially it was definitely got panicked, and many people will also do the same. After in that it will take you 4,500 to just to take your car. So 1,200 was good enough, but 4,500 is not, to me it's not justifiable. So maybe Bhutan government can make it a single time entry fee like 8,000 or 5,000 for the entire trip, but every day 4,500 is not justified to me, at least. Apart from that, SDF fee somehow is justified, and the way that Bhutan is treating us is good and it's recommendable. We didn't face any issue around around Bhutan. So one good thing is that now they have simplified the process of entry. So once you get the permit for Bhutan, you can go to all the other places like Punakha, Ha Valley, and other interior remote regions of Bhutan, which earlier you have to take probably you have to take another permit from Thimphu to go there. But now they have simplified that, and it made it possible that you just with the single entry documentation you can go around the entire Bhutan. Though the fees are hefty, but only the car fees is not justifiable according to me. It's huge. Guide and SDF makes sense, but the car fees every day it doesn't make sense. So for people who don't want to take car all the way to Thimphu, what they can do when they do the immigration process, they can talk with the local agents, and they will arrange your car parking in their location in Phut Suling, where there is no fees. So but in either way you have to pay for the car rental, right? And what I found is the difference is that for me to do the entire Bhutan trip, 3 nights 4 days, it took us only 4,000 rupees of fuel. I mean 4,000 in the sense in Bhutan the diesel was 88. So based on that, I think if you are having a car, and I don't think there will be much difference. And having your own car, I think in another way I think in another way it's an added advantage that you can took your liberty and go any places where you want to go based on your timings. So that's the advantage of taking your car. But if you see in a different way, I think the fees are huge. Okay, another thing is that wherever you do go for any of the tourist locations like Thimphu Monastery, the Buddha Park, Zong, Punakha Zong, or any places like Tiger's Nest. So for Indians, they have not for Indians, for I think for all foreign nationals, the amount has been doubled. So for example, for doing the Tiger's Nest, we have to pay 4,000 because we were couples, and both of the places we were only 2 people, so it's 4,000. But they gave us ticket for 1,000 of 2 each. I don't know why. They should have created a separate ticket, probably 2,000, and giving in the ticket there is no detail about that foreign nationals have to pay 2,000 fees for entry. That's the missing part. Also same is for Punakha zone, where we have to pay 1,000 per head, but they've given a ticket of 500 of two for both of us. So so these things are still needs to be improved, and I don't feel this is justified. The car fees and these entry fees for the tourist places are not justified, so according to me. Apart from that, yeah, SDF fees is makes sense. And yes, and also what we understand, it's a very small country, they don't want too much jam or anything else, they don't want that, that's what I understood. uh, but yeah, means overall my feedback would be everything is good, and yet it makes sense to have a SDF fee for 1200 for Indians or Bangladesh or any other people. But the 4500 per night, it doesn't make sense for a car. So they could have reduced our one-time fee. I think that would have increased or make people more happy. And because of this, many of the tourists have cancelled their trip to Bhutan on from the foothills of Jaigaon or Phumsoling, and they have returned to the and they have gone to other places. So this has a mixed feedback or mixed feedback from the business peoples in Jaigaon as well as the other part of the Phumsoling. So some people are saying it's good, but some people are saying it's bad because the amount of tourists they used to get is now reduced to more than 50% because of this. Uh, though I have seen people are coming in and around, and I've seen many Indians have gone. Well, I could say that I believe my car was the fifth car who was taken all the way to Bhutan, entire Bhutan journey after they have opened in 2022. So unfortunately, I think it's the 4,500 per night fee is same for both car and bike. So I don't know why bike is also required 4,500. I don't know, but they because they don't want to make a differentiation, and probably, but it's too much for bike as I think, and also for the car. Okay, so there are few documents that you need. The first thing they make it mandatory that you should have a travel insurance, foreign travel insurance. So it's cost us around I think 1,000, near about 1,000 for both of us for 7 days. And make sure if you're taking your bike and car, make sure that the insurance has the extension of the geography, that is Bhutan, Nepal and Bangladesh. At least Bhutan should be there. They look for it. So because the agents were looking for that statement, that where it is mentioned about Bhutan in the insurances. So yeah, and people who have passport is fine, otherwise Indian voter card will make work for entering into the Bhutan. Take your car to the Bhutan, the entry, so only the driver is allowed to take the car inside the Bhutan without any permit till the immigration point. So I took the car inside alone. So the local agents who we hired, so they helped us to process the immigration, and then after that we got our guide, and then we entered Bhutan. Officially we entered Bhutan too, and the first day we gone to Thimphu. We stayed there overnight, and then we gone to Punakha and come back, and then stayed in Thimphu, and then next day we did Paro and Tiger's Nest, and after that we returned to India. So getting out of India is a confusion for people taking your car, because first I have to park the car again in the immigration point, then I have to exit, then again enter, and then took the car back to India. So it's a confusion. I think this should be the process should be simplified. So I would recommend always to go with a local agent, because this government of Bhutan, though they said that they accept the credit cards or any cards in the immigration process to pay the SDF fee, but in reality there was no such facility. We haven't seen. So, and there is a confusion that in immigration they take Indian currency, and also in the in the RSTA where we paid the car fee, also they took the Indian currency. So by chance, if you don't have the Indian currency, the local people, local agents, the tour operators will help you to do that. So they will arrange the entire currency, and you just do a phone pay or any payment through which you transfer the amount to their bank. And also, if you are in Bhutan, there are the cards doesn't works always. So, and it's always too good to have these local operators who can arrange your amount anywhere in throughout the Bhutan. And yeah, I mean, the journey was memorable, and our Tigerness journey was really awesome to us, and it was an adventurous journey. So hope you like this series. So we are going to come up with another series as well. So we're planning, and
thank you for watching our videos, and would appreciate if you could subscribe and help us to grow and support us and motivate us to create more videos for you. Thank you.
so we have completed our Bhutan trip. So we started our journey from Jaigaon with the help of Raghav Travels and Raghav sir. So it was a great pleasure to have him. So everything was fit and fine, no issues. All those things were happening as promised. So I'm just sharing this video. So I will share something for you guys.
Thank you, sir, for giving us this opportunity to serve you, and we shall serve you in the future also in the same way. Hope you are satisfied with our services and the quality of rooms and the guide. So we hope for future collaboration, and we hope